I remember back in July of 2016, seems like just minutes ago, but it was over half a year ago. I was in Cleveland, Ohio, covering the RNC. And I went over to the Ritz-Carlton where the main Republicans were staying, and I met with a lot of the different Fox News officials, their vice presidents, their programming people. And we talked about Megyn Kelly. And I said, Megyn Kelly, this is only like 6-7 months ago now. It seems like, again, just yesterday, but also a lifetime ago. Megyn Kelly is your bellwether. If she can successfully convert your audience to hating conservatism, hating libertarianism, buying into worshiping this dead political horse Hillary, then you've won. But I said, I think Megyn Kelly's going to destroy herself in this battle with Donald Trump and the American people. And they agreed with me. They said, no, we're already seeing ratings slide. She had the top ratings on the channel. And now she's moved on to the Peacock Network, NBC. It's itself a total joke. And it's, Bad Son, MSNBC, and CNBC, and Microsoft, and all the rest of them. I mean, this is truly a train wreck we're watching. But it shows how she gets her hair done in Manhattan. She's this beautiful little elf woman. This looks like an old lady to me. I'm nothing against old ladies, but she's just soulless. And she still believes in the system. So Megyn Kelly, as the whole dinosaur media goes down, is emblematic of the fall of the peacock, globalist, narcissistic brainwashing machine. I think that's really the takeaway from all of this I can bring you. Meanwhile, we're in the middle of this spectacular revolution against corporate tyranny and against monopolies worldwide. I mean, every nation you look at, from Japan to Australia, as I start in the East, moving right across into Eastern Europe, and the revolutions there against the globalists, from Romania to Hungary, and then into Germany, and the polls in the last 3 elections showing Merkel parliamentary almost out of office, and France with Marine Le Pen in the lead, and the Netherlands with the nationalists in the lead in the presidential race, right into the UK and Brexit, and of course going back south, Italy voting to begin to leave the euro just 3 weeks ago, and Iceland and Reykjavik pulling out of the globalist combine, and America with Trump. Kind of got Canada going back to eat its own vomit with Trudeau. But by and large, there are big positive things happening right now. Huge things are happening right now. And you look at these tarts, it's not that she's a woman. Some of the smart people I know are women. But you have the archetype of the dumb guy, the dumb woman. I mean, Megyn Kelly is the dumb blonde cheerleader who looked okay 10 years ago on Fox, but now just looks like an ugly witch because her soul is ugly. And she reportedly told friends, oh, I'm ugly, I'm old now, I better join the liberals. She's wanting to go jump onto some failed ship because she feels rejected after buying into the mainstream media's lie that Donald Trump was this evil guy. This is just her thinking, oh my God, I'm hated at Fox. I'm hated by the viewers now. Let me go to NBC. Because those failures, those vampires are ready to get whoever they can swindle into joining them. But then I pull back and I look at how I'm just an average person who has a will and who's justice bound and who wants to promote freedom. Not that special. But I am special in that I don't join every peacock organization. I don't want to go. Anybody else who's successful like me, almost everybody, they go and there's weird functions and dinners and fake charity events where you walk down red carpets and they have people there to take photos of you just so you feel big. It's a whole Vanity Fair business of BS. And that means nothing to me. I'll tell you what means something to me. I've probably been in Luby's cafeterias that are here in Texas and a few other states 500 times in my life. I mean, I'd grow up when I was a little kid going to them in Dallas. And it wasn't until about 6-7 years ago that I'd go to a Luby's And I'd hear old ladies in the line who had always been in line with us since I was a little kid going, I don't have the money for the Luann, and their little purse bags. And I started getting tears in my eyes because they weren't saying this for me. They were talking to their old lady friends like they didn't have money for food. This is their one day out a week to get this food. And I didn't want to make a scene or anything, but after this happened a few times, I'd sit there and say, hey, I'm getting all these people's food. And it wasn't that I was some angel or whatever. It was that my whole life I'd gone there. I have early memories of being at like Luby's in Dallas. I'm like 2 years old. And I never heard people bitching and complaining they couldn't pay for the food. And the food was lower quality. The food was even cheaper. But inflation and all the lies. And I saw the news saying, oh, there's no inflation. Our economy's great. Obama said we had the best economy we've ever had. In between speeches saying you can't have cars or air conditioning. While he's on a jumbo jet and playing golf 100 days a year and sitting around delusional because he's black, so it's okay to say black people got to be poor and watch their unemployment double. He was chosen by these sick, inbred, corporate, blue blood white people on average. You want to get down to bashing white people? Yeah, most of these folks are white running this thing, who are playing us all off against each other to screw us over. And we got a bunch of narcissists who want to be on their news, their shows, their channels to feel like we've arrived, so we'll sell our own family out to be part of them. So let me give you the news flash. I've been on air 21 years, almost 22 years. In April, it'll be 22 years. And I don't say this to say I'm some big badass. I say this so you realize that Wall Street, Madison Avenue, all of it have nothing to offer you. It's a fraud. It won't fulfill you. I've been in major movies. I didn't realize early on I was getting a little offer to join them. And maybe I wasn't. But the later offers were. You want a book deal every year for $3 million. You want to be in major motion pictures up to $10 million a year. You want $10 million 3-year contracts for radio. We're ready to write the ticket. You will be the next Rush Limbaugh before they got back. And I told them no. They said, I am the president of programming at this major network. I don't make $2 million a year. You're going to turn down $3.5 million a year. And I said, you're damn right I am. And that was even hard to do. My integrity. It's like saying, would you give up your eyeballs for $1 billion? Frickin' hell no. Dude, blind? I've got $1 billion? No way. I will not give up my soul for any amount of money. That isn't some rocket scientist, badass, cool hero move. That's a normal move of somebody that's awake and alive. It isn't hard to say no to this. That's what I don't get, is that it's so clear to me, and let's be frank, InfoWars is leading the world in game-changing, trailblazing resistance to this, but I don't understand why we're king. I actually feel pathetic. I feel dirty. My half-ass attempt at this is the best we got. Pull my eyes out with pliers, I get $1 billion? No. Take my soul, who I am, what I stand for money? To go to some weird peacock event with a bunch of empty people, and a bunch of women all freaked out, worshiping celebrity, so I could be in front of them and get an award like Tom Hanks. And I mean, let me tell you something. I've watched these red carpet events, and I've been at some of them. And people like Tom Hanks and others will like run around for 2 hours to cameras on the red carpet and just hide, like they just arrived, like, and it's all just a reflection of emptiness. It's like, thank God I'm not like these people. But then I see my fellow humans totally obsessed with this. Edward Bernays, 100 years ago, the nephew of Sigmund Freud, he was the one in the 20s that got media, entertainment, politicians merged with burgeoning Hollywood, and who made it like, we don't stand for politicians because of what they do or what they stand for. It's that they look good and they were on TV with a movie star. So we've been stuck in this for 90-something years, and we're coming out of it. See, they want to teach you that you don't have the essence of the universe within you. That you're there in your little apartment, and your kids are bitching, and you're eating, red beans and rice, and you're doing whatever, and and you're nobody because you're watching the TV and it's some beautiful people up there that are totally anorexic, totally unhappy, got managers about to kill them. It's a total mafia running it. But you're meant to look at that. Well, I don't have that big house and 100 Kardashian bags in my closet, and I don't. It's meant to make you feel small to think these people are God. And none of it means anything. It's all completely empty. I don't say this on a power trip because I feel dirty even saying it. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. And I say I've been at the top and I've been at the bottom. It's all upside down. Sitting in a farmhouse with fields around you with your family and growing food and being a good person and knowing your neighbors transcends all of this. And this whole system is there to destroy the destiny of the species. Trump doesn't believe in the golden palaces he lives in and the suits and the super hot wives. He does that because he knows that's what you've been captured by. And his whole life has been a plan to hijack their system. And they've only figured that out at the end. And that's what we're doing, but we didn't build the facade to hijack it. We're just directly jacking in with straight communication right to you. I want you to succeed just like I want to succeed. When you fail, I fall. And together, we have to rediscover what it is to be human. And look, I want to be completely straight with everybody. Because I say we should be healthy and not eat GMO. Because I say we shouldn't drink too much or we should be strong or we shouldn't watch too much TV. It doesn't mean I don't do all the things I say you shouldn't do. It just means that my soul's pointing in the right direction and I am trying to tell you the things that I know from my core are best because I've experienced it. And I can assure you that the eye has not seen, the ear has not heard, the mind has not dreamt of what is in the potentiality of this species if we go to the next level. Look at everything we've done. I love dolphins. I love tigers. I love elephants. They're magic creatures. They aren't 1/100th as magic as we are. But the problem is that an elephant's majestic, strong, beautiful. A tiger, it's all kind of in the spectrum. It doesn't have those lows. It doesn't have those highs. See, we can go to the very bottom of hell. We can be the devil. Or we can transcend and join God. The spirit of evil is laying against us in an attempt to keep us from our birthright. And all I can tell you is the enemy's smart. These churches, when I go even near them, I almost throw up. They are satanic. The enemy is in the churches. They're in the media. They're in the government at the top. It doesn't mean the government's our enemy. But I'm here to tell you, if you simply humble yourself and get before God, the destiny is waiting, and we can have it all right now. Look at how chattel and sick all this crap is. All this tinfoil, all this color, all this crap, none of it means anything. What matters in this universe is passion and the willingness to reach out for beauty and everything that's good. And in that experiment, in that turning our will over to everything that's good and everything that came before us, we transcend the mortal bonds and join God. And this whole world is about trying to suppress that. So in my beginning transmission of 2017, I commit to you with all my warts and all our failings that I will always be true to you and that I know your spirit is a spirit that will chain the devil and restore humanity so that our species not fail, because the enemy is a spirit of death come to kill this planet and everything on it, and we are the guardians of this planet. And if we could prove ourselves at this level, it's a stairway to heaven. The fulfillment of human destiny is in your hands, and that's all I can tell you.
There is a crisis in America today. Tens of millions of us are addicted to cell phones. These little devices, according to many university studies and more, cause health risks such as depression, cancer, and social anxiety. How can we prevent these harmful devices from harming us and our families? I have the answer for you today. It's called the Block It Pocket. The Block It Pocket works by securing your phone in its safe, no radiation compartment. I use the Block It Pocket every day to protect me from harmful radiation and prevent others from stealing my stuff. Online, your entire persona is visible. Your credit card numbers, your email, everything about you that a criminal can use to hack and buy things under your name. With the Block It Pocket, this isn't possible. It blocks those harmful signals so that you can be safe. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today and make sure to secure your very own Block It Pocket.